as soon as I opened the doors there, it just hit me, the smell and everything. I knew I was in Kansas. The idea of settling into that ambience when you've got no distraction, no cell phones, no boiling the jug, still deserves a bespoke artery in one's life, so I'm up for providing it. My name is Nick Paris and I'm the Managing Director of Lumiere Cinemas. I guess it's peak stress at the moment. I'm 2 weeks out of opening. The Lumiere is in its sort of pinch point, so there's lots of tradesmen, lots of activity happening about. And if you look at my desk right now, you'll think, oh my God, it just looks, absolutely intrinsically just messy. But I work in the theory of chaos, and I think my best work lies in that sort of bosom. I was born in Motueka in 1962, and I grew up there for a couple of years and then moved on to Christchurch. It was the tobacco era of New Zealand, and I think I was conceived in the fields there. So yeah, I was the product of the tobacco industry. My dad was a very keen follower of James Dean. He was pretty well averse to the rebel culture, and that's how he met my mum in an old cinema in Cathedral Square. I was offered that sort of culture through him because he met mum that way. I used to lock myself in my room and play cinemas using, abandoned chess sets as customers lining up. I think, from the age of 10 to 12 to 13, I was really keen on a career in the cinema industry. Just the allure and magic realism of a beam of light at the back, really, oh my God, to a young kid, it just, spiritual enlightenment. I don't need Jesus for that. So onwards I went. So the lead up to the opening is very highly stressful. I wake up at 7 o'clock, get the kids to school, and then come here at 9 and start sort of working out with the project manager about where we're at. Yeah. So the seed was sown in a cafe in St Asaph's Street. I met a couple of guys who had made an approach to buy Alice Video. It didn't work out, so I kept my sort of contact up with them. I was desperate to sort of bookend my career and life in managing my own sort of cinemas, so I hooked up with them, and I thought, well, the Lumiere were amongst the few that exhibited cinema in its first form many decades ago. So for me, it's a discerning film lover's nirvana from the ages of 5 to 90, right across that threshold, so basically a 365-day film festival. So it's about, educating that there's more to life than the Disney Channel. So, I was involved in the old days of showing films from 2,000-foot reels on carbon arcs right through to the multiplex environment. So, the role of a projectionist, it's making light out of darkness. Anything physical in media, I think, deserves self-preservation. So I'm really stoked about the idea of putting 35mm projectors up in the Theatre Royal. I started a little hobby there in the 1990s, late 80s, of showing 35mm film up there. I think it's a nice sort of giving back to the people of Christchurch. My first business was actually the Lumiere Cinemas in Westpac Lane, and it didn't do too well. I think I was a bit late in starting that up as the idea of multiplexes and franchises took hold. So then I happened upon an outlet of a position at Alice's, and thank God for it. Alice's Video rescued me and shaped me to be the person I am today. I think Christchurch has the true bohemia. It's truly underground and not above ground and in your face as in other centres in New Zealand. So I'm in the good oil here. Hi, Mark. I think I'll be missing there because I've got to whiz back to Christchurch for our gala opening, which is, not great timing, but it is what it is. I'll see you, next Wednesday? So the idea of success and failure is not part of my DNA, to be honest. Everyone gets 15 minutes in their life, and I'm not going to stand or fall by this, but I think about sharing and not extracting is part of what I'm all about. On opening night, I hope to think my emotions are like a model of decorum and tranquility, but I don't think they will be. But I'll be speaking from the heart. I love the idea of myself wearing my heart on my sleeve. I'll try and keep the tears to a bare minimum, but I'm just going to be who I am. Will form a great double feature.
It's my absolute pleasure to welcome to the stage one of the geniuses with such incredible vision. Would you please welcome Nick Paris to the stage?
Thanks very much. I think at the end of the day, it's about people, and what upsets me more is to be affronted with a series of computer portals to buy a ticket. But it ain't going to happen here. I'm actually going to be not going to be in a crib or an office out the back. I'm going to be in front, talking to you. And I'll just the last hurrah is actually from my guru, Be Here Now, and that's from Randas. Thank you. I'm not good at being patted on the back, I have to say that, but I'm feeling quite calm, and I think everything will be all right. The origins of departure haven't changed in terms of cinema, but it's very important that we preserve that. It's one form of a diary of humanity, really, whether it's a painter's brush or the utterings from a songstress. It's the canvas which diaries, all that we've been and all that we will go into the future with. So I'm still going to be a part of that.